You know what, I had to quickly remove myself from that conversation because I was smelling something happening in the kitchen, because this is going to be lekker. Now, winter weather doesn't always allow for an outside braai, but that doesn't mean that you cannot have a classic South African grill. Chef Clem, he's here to share this ultimate air fryer braai platter with us. My friend.
I thought the topic was family food.
Of course it is.
And that's why
we're making food for the family.
Hey, if there's one way to end a feud, it's food. So we got it, we got it.
I like it. Listen, but we are doing a South African-style grill using an air fryer.
Yeah.
So as it nou reën buitekant and you don't have a ducky, then what are you going to do?
Yeah, if you're missing an afdak, or if it's like 5 degrees like it is outside here, hey, a puffer jacket always works. But
don't stand too close to the fire with a puffer jacket, that's for sure.
That's also very true. This is a
really... become part of the braai, bro.
This is a really great way to create that hiss using an air fryer. And I also came up with this platter because understandably, not every South African is able to just start a fire and light a braai. So we're kind of like adding a few elements to give you that vibe, that braai vibe.
Okay.
Starting with, you want to make a braai broodjie.
Oh, you can't do a braai without a braai broodjie.
Yes, and I'm obsessed with these sandwich thins.
Yes.
They do make the best braai broodjie canvas because it fills your braai grid from end to end, top to bottom, and you're able to feed a lot of people in one go, especially with that person that says, come to the braai 5.
Okay.
And you know they're only going to eat at 9. Get the braai broodjies going. Okay, so...
You won't be sorry. Okay.
So we got 2 cheeses. We've got the cheddar and we've got the mozzarella. Braai days are usually quite busy. Don't fuss too much around with having to slice or grate cheese. Get the woolly sliced cheese already.
Done, dusted.
And again, the sizes fit perfectly. So we're going to go for like a jalapeno popper-inspired braai broodjie. It's cold outside. This is going to warm you up. So super simple. Jalapenos, red onion, cheddar, and mozzarella. And what I like to do is I like to do a slice of cheese over each slice of bread, and then the filling goes in the center, so the cheese gets enough contact to get that perfect melt. That's it. So if I can ask you to do that for me.
100%.
In the meantime, I've got some lamb chops. So
some lamb chops.
We're gonna go nice and quick and high with this one. So we got these lamb loin chops, and they don't take too long to cook. What I do is I season them, then I pop them in the air fryer, just salt and pepper.
Okay.
What you want to do is you want to render some of that fat out, get some of that fat on the fat side, a little crispy. But we're going to fast forward a little bit today.
Go for it.
So salt and pepper, very important. You always, like meat, people under-season their meat and they're wondering why like the flavor's not coming through. It's probably because you haven't added enough salt.
Ah, you see now.
There we go. Starting family feud. So, salt goes on. We are going to baste this, but that's why I say you want to get salt and pepper first, get some of that fat out, then hit it with the basting. You don't want the basting to burn. You know that dad, hey, Father's Day is coming up, that dad lie when the meat is burnt, and the dad goes, no, it's just a marinade.
It's just a marinade.
Just a marinade.
Can we just relax?
Okay,
oh, my goodness.
Get that on there. We're going to pop it onto our grill setting. Again, we're going to get some of that smoky flavors happening. Another way I'm going to mimic that smoke is the smoky cassie sauce.
Ooh,
okay,
I like that.
Go. The smoky cassie sauce, it's got some serious umami, and it's got this like the smoky flavor that kind of like makes you think braai.
Sure. Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
I like that.
So we're gonna get that on there, get that into your air fryer, and I love this versus from Instant Vortex. It's big, and I'm saying it's like.
Now that's a tray.
That's it.
That's a tray.
So what you want to do is give them some space. Give them some room, some of the air to circulate, and it's going to start crisping up real quick. As soon as you can see that skin's turned a light golden brown, and I'll say dry, in the sense that you can tell that fat's been rendered, that's when you start hitting it with that cassie sauce and start basting it.
I see. So not from the get-go.
Not from the get-go,
I like that.
So how you do, that's looking so good.
Look at that.
Okay, so check out this cheese pool, okay? This is pretty epic. That cheese pool is what happens when you get the cheese, the 2 types of cheeses.
Yeah.
The cheddar gives you a lot of flavor. Your mozzarella gives you that cheese pool, that creamy flavor. Yesterday, we had Susie O'Regan in the studio talking about the mozzarella. It's delicious. Go get that on there. And also, whose hands are those?
I wonder. Yes. Is that must be a professional hand model.
You know.
Must be a professional hand model.
My other job. Cool.
So listen, this whole braai platter can be found in the latest edition of the Taste magazine.
Absolutely. So I've got a whole braai air fryer story inside that issue, in this month's issue. It's absolutely amazing. I've got like a good selection of recipes we haven't tried just yet in the air fryer. Things like sausage rolls. We've got coconut crusted prawns in there.
Ooh.
We've got, you know what? I'm not going to tell you about it.
tomorrow in Culinary Hotline, I'm going to show you.
Okay.
I'm going to actually just do the recipes from the magazine tomorrow in Hotline. So if you have any air fryer questions or suggestions, let us know on the hotline. Do you know the WhatsApp number? 063 408 8863. Send your voice notes now already.
There we go.
Okay, cool. So white barbecue sauce.
Is that it? Sorry,
That's
just
it.
that's it, eh?
You can do a little brush of butter, pop it in the air fryer as well. The air fryer gives a nice circulation of air, even melt, even crisp, even color.
Yes.
That's what we're going to do. A white barbecue sauce, very quickly, is mayonnaise, and use the good stuff. Garlic powder.
Okay.
Okay. Red wine vinegar for that twang.
For the twang.
How do you pronounce this?
Soy sauce.
No, it's the other one.
Oh, what is that?
It's Worcester sauce.
Oh, that's Worcester sauce.
It's Worcester
My
sauce.
brain was going hoisin.
Oyster. Hey, and that's just the umami talking, right?
That's it.
The intenseness, that's going to go in.
Some Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. I just love how people say it. Oh, it's amazing.
That's Worcester sauce, bro. Worcester sauce.
There we go. We're going to mix it all up. That garlic powder, you want to keep on mixing until all those lumps disappear. What happens with this sauce is pretty crazy. You get this umami flavor, like we said, from the Worcester sauce. And then you get that tangy twang from the mayonnaise, but the garlic comes through and makes it very savory.
Yeah.
And then that acid that we've added in the vinegar just brightens absolutely everything. It's so delicious, so packed full of flavor. You never expect just those ingredients to like make such a huge impact.
Exactly. Oh,
So
it looks lovely.
Here's the scenario. Okay. You've got your, sausage, of course. Sausage goes in there as well. You can see the mix over there. Everything joins into the air fryer. Once I start basting, that's going to also add the sausage, because now they're going to cook at the same time. So
the sausage is fairly quick as well.
It's very
especially in the air
quick,
fryer.
Going with your lekker braai broodjies. And here's what, we're going to flip things up. A braai platter for breakfast. Why not?
I agree with you 100%.
Right?
I agree with you 100%. Why not?
All that protein, all the goodness of Mother Africa, and then you go and take a hike afterwards.
There we go.
You know, I'm telling you, we're going to start things braai, broodjies, and braai platters for breakfast.
That's it. But us South Africans and our constitution, we can eat braai whenever. It doesn't matter. Okay, so braai broodjies are done. I've glazed it a little bit with some butter. They look delicious. So they go in like afterwards, because they're quick.
Absolutely, right, because you want your meat, always let it just rest before you start serving it. While it's
5 to
busy
10 minutes
resting
at
it,
least.
during that time, and it doesn't even take 10 minutes, and again, we just layer the verses on full of all those sandwiches and get them cooking at once. Not even 5 minutes, you got a beautiful golden crust, perfect melt. It's so good. And the jalapenos aren't like blow your head off. They're like, how's it? Are you well? That's where they at.
And just pop out and say, hey, hello.
That's it. And I'm telling you, you can obviously go to Woolies, go to the deli section, grab some of the curry noodle salad, get some of the potato salad, make it a whole like smorgasbord of a meat platter, but essentially, breakfast is sorted.
That's done. But it's also nice that these things are so readily available. It's quick in the air fryer as well, so you can plan a braai very quickly with your friends. And you don't have to spend a lot of time prepping it as well. Clem, thank you very much, my man. I can't wait to tuck into this. Make sure if you want to get your hands on the recipe, you can either get your hands on the latest edition of the WOOLWORTHS Taste Magazine or on our website, expressoshow.com. Ek is nou reg vir 'n braai.
Let's go.